Alright, so we did confirm that there's 3 separate hydraulic systems to this tractor. Of course, you got the back one for the blades, anything on the back. Then you got your power steering, which works beautifully now. And you just fill it right from the reservoir right in there. And there's 2 lines that go, so that the drive for the power steering pump is right in there. Right? And that's basically the hydraulic pump that goes its part. Fill it in there. And as for the fluid, it just, you can check it out yourself, decide what fluid, but I think it's quite fine with just the transmission type fluid. Transmission and hydraulic fluid would be probably fine, but you can use type A power steering fluid, or you can use type F transmission fluid, the Ford type F, but not the ATF fluid is not good for it. Just check what is good for you. And then as far as the front end loader, like, it works fine with the transmission gear oil hydraulic oil combination, the same as in the back, or you could just go straight hydraulic fluid as well, because it's really just a hydraulic system. This front end loader, like we confirmed, is an independent system. Runs off this hydraulic pump right down here, like we were showing you before. And the filter is here. Looks like the ready. Okay, so this is our Massey 65, about a 1958 tractor, and we have some other videos on it already. But we're going to talk about the front end loader. This is the 710 front end loader. It'll lift about 2,000 pounds theoretically, probably wouldn't, and it runs about 4 gallons per minute. It's a completely separate system from the rest of the hydraulics. So it includes the 2 manifolds, the 2 control levers, and that's all it's got. And what by looking at it, we've discovered a few things. First of all, there's your pump right here off the front of the tractor, and that pump does not run anything else. It doesn't run your power steering, it doesn't run any other hydraulics on the system, just the front end loader. Over here is where you fill it. Up here, there's an air cover. We've got it sitting on the bench over there. We've taken it off because we're filling fluid into here. It just flows in. And there's your drain port for it down here. Now you're also going to want to know that you've got a filter. This is a big filter right here. We're going to look at it from the other side. So, see, here's our filter. There's a bolt here. Goes inside. There's a spring. And this cover comes off, right? And when you take the cover off, you'll see there's a screen that goes around there. And inside the screen, after the screen on the inside, is a paper filter. You can buy the paper filter replacements for about $20 US. Yesterday's tractor. So it's called a 710 loader again. We took this out and it was in pretty good shape. Other people have talked about how their filter is completely clogged. I just cleaned out the screen and I put the old paper filter back in because I didn't have another one, but it should be fine. So again, we're filling it. I think the only way, if your power steering stops working properly, would be to take this off and fill it with oil. Jack, like we are right now, jack the front end up, turn the steering back and forth, get all the air out of the system, and then just close it back up again. I don't think there's any higher spot for the front, for the steering than this. So that's what we're going to do. Test it out. If your power steering stops working, as most of you guys probably know, you don't want to be just forcing on it, cranking it, because what you're going to do is wreck your the worm gear. You want your power steering to work properly, especially when you've got a front end loader, right? Because then you got a lot of weight on the front, and if you're forcing your steering because your power steering pump's not working or something, you're going to wreck even more stuff. So that's what we know so far. Hopefully we'll get a chance to show you a video with the machine running. Because it was running fine before. It just started running out of hydraulic fluid and the front end loader wasn't working properly. You could hear the air in the cylinders. But right now we don't have any more fluid. Okay, bye.